Game 5 at the Unibet Masters, Peter Wright takes on Alan Norris, and for me, this one's an interesting one. Peter has been very well documented about his injury, didn't have a very good Worlds in his opinion, probably.
Lost to Jamie Lewis, who was sensational, and he lost comfortably. He got beat 4-1.
Yeah, and I mean, Alan Norris, for me, he's got nothing to lose.
No,
he hasn't done anything for a while. He won a few Pro Tour events earlier on in the back end of the start of last year. I think Alan's going to really give him a good go here.
Yeah, he could do. I was a bit disappointed with his performance in the World. He lost to James Richardson 4-1, same stage as Peter Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had an indifferent year. He seems to play well when he's the underdog. I don't know what it is, whether he's another one that struggles with the expectation on his shoulders, or in matches that he thinks he should win.
I think that's the difference with a lot of players, and that's where a lot of players become in within themselves.
Yes.
Especially where you go to these Pro Tours, and for example, I don't know, Marco van Gogh might lose. Let's say he loses 3 first-round Pro Tours. He'll be like, hang on a minute. Yeah. This isn't me.
Yeah,
and
you'll
that's
go
where
away
it starts affecting players.
Yeah, and that's where your players like MVG, they put it right instantly, so it doesn't become a problem. Yeah. You know, losing is as infectious as winning is. We've seen that before. We've spoke about in doubles. You get a player that his first 3 goes at a double and they go dink, dink, dink. Yeah. You probably run out with a 100% stat. My only worry, Peter Wright's 5-0 in head-to-heads against Norris. Norris has never beaten him.
Pete hasn't been he hasn't gone the longevity of this tournament before, I don't believe.
No, the 3 years it's been played, he's never got past the quarters. No. Which again, you know, that for me, if I was Norris or in Norris's camp, I would be looking at all these positivities. He should go there. You know, Peter Wright on his mind, well, I had a bad Worlds, I've got the Premier League coming up. There's a little grain of doubt in there.
It's in a very important time for Peter. Yeah. I mean, especially after coming out, like you say, coming out of the Worlds, having his illness, he needs to reset himself 2018.
And he didn't have a good end to 2017, in my opinion, for him. No. When you think where he was winning the UK Open and them type of events, you know, he was winning Pro Tours, and everything's gone a little bit lean for him right now. So the pressure is all on Peter Wright.
Is the guy ever going to stay with one set of darts? I mean, UK at the start of 2017, just after the Worlds, he turned around to Sky and said, right, I think I've found my darts now. I remember being there.
And they're the ones that are just like an old-looking dart.
Yeah. And now, you went to the UK Open, still playing with those darts. Okay, Michael wasn't there due to a bad back, but he won it. Yeah. And then he carried on winning some Pro Tours with the same darts. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, we got to a big tournament and they changed again.
Well, he changed the darts 3 times once on stage. during a TV match, he played with 3 different sets of darts.
I think it was a match play.
Yeah. Now, for me, I questioned it initially, all the dart swapping, right? And I put it down to the fact that he's looking for perfection. I'm now beginning to think, is it a crisis of confidence?
Or in his head, it's something going wrong.
Is there mentally? They're not right. They're not right. Just chuck them all in the bin. Pick one out of the bin. I mean, he could play with bookies pens.
We've seen him play. Yeah. Some of the darts he comes up on stage with sometimes. The shape of them are totally different to what he's played before, and we're just like, hang on. But he still
I think he's looking for what Taylor's done and the fact that Taylor changes darts. You know, ultimately he just needs to stick to. You know, it's hard for me to say, listen, he's won a major. He's won more than I've ever won. But you know, that doesn't mean I can't have an opinion. But for me, if I was again in his corner, it'd be right, Peter. Just stick to that one set of darts, chuck them all away, and just play for 6 months solid with one set. I don't care about the results, and the results will come. The guy is uber talented. Yeah, he is. There's absolutely no question about it. He's number 2 in the world for a reason. But if he keeps doing all this and he changes darts, he's fragile in the mind. I know that. Because we've seen that before from him. You know, we see how emotionally he gets during and after matches and win or lose.
He's a very shy guy.
Yeah.
Off the camera, and you have to think how he must have to build himself up and build himself up and build himself up and do his hair and then dance across the stage.
He's a character.
Yeah.
That person we watch on TV is nothing like the person I know or go for a pint with. No. They're night and day. But betting wise, I probably wouldn't get involved because I think, for me, Wright's too short. Yeah. So, gun to my head, Norris, because I think that's where the value is. I agree. He's a much better player when there's no pressure. You know, he was expected to beat Richardson in the Worlds. Yeah. He was the higher ranked player. He was a massive favourite with the bookies. So let's see how he goes. He loves no pressure.
He loves a nitty-gritty fight as well.
Yeah. Well, he loves being the underdog and he loves causing shocks. Yeah. That's what he does.
There we go. We'll have to wait and see how that one gets on ITV4.